Hello and welcome to Good Morning Blue Valley on this fine Tuesday morning. I'm Kathleen O'Brien.
And I'm DJ Whetter. Today we will be taking a look at events taking place around the Blue Valley District.
Some people would say that we here at BVTV are getting an early start on broadcasting career, but that's nothing compared to the 5th graders at Overland Trail Elementary School. Here's Jessica Larson with the story.
At Overland Trail Elementary, a small TV studio has been developed where students learn graphics, our on-air talent, and learn a video switcher and audio board. Sponsor Mike Russell explains how he got involved.
I went to a workshop for teachers in technology about 3 or 4 years ago, and I saw a teacher that was doing this, a 5th grade teacher that was doing this at a school in California, and he explained how he got it started up, and that's kind of where I got the idea to get it started up at this school.
Being an anchor woman can be challenging but rewarding.
My favorite thing is when we're on air and taping, because it's fun, like practicing, because sometimes we mess up.
Every student has an important role in the final production.
I like doing it because it's really fun and you get to do a lot of neat stuff.
Good luck to the future news team members. Okay. For BVTV, this has been Megan Connor.
The scrambled word string.
Thanks, Jessica. Looks like some of those kids will be following in our footsteps in a couple of years. Valley Park Elementary is sponsoring a Jog Your Mind program, which encourages young kids to exercise their minds as well as their bodies. Here are some of the highlights.
In a program that combined fitness and virtues.
Participated in a program called Jog Your Mind, which is exercising and reading. Over the last 3 months, we're invited to come to a Jog Your Mind party, where they come in and they exercise for 20 minutes. They go in and hear a story, and they enjoy snacks. We're just doing a little celebration for all the hard work that they've done.
To be eligible for this program, the students had to read and exercise 3 times a week for at least 20 minutes. As a special treat, Chiefs player Larry Parker attended the event.
I'm here to help out with the Jog Your Mind event. I'm just trying to give the kids a little inspiration as to what you got to do to get to where I'm at and have a good, successful life, stuff like that.
She has worked hard.
Great job, Valley Park. For Good Morning Blue Valley, this has been Heidi Heimbrook.
Looks like some good things are happening at Valley Park. Stay tuned and we'll be right back after this short break.
This Friday, Blue Valley North will have their annual talent show starting at 7 p.m. in the PAC. Let's take a look at some of the acts.
End of this abyss, or has my journey just begun? The world is covered. When you were here before, look you in the eye, just like an angel. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flame, the soul. Can't tell you what that means to me. There's always because the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
It's really sorry. I just want you to live up to the image of you I created. To see when I'm so lost in this world. See when
I wanna talk for a little while. I never really seen your type, but I'm scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand.
Tickets for the talent show will be $5. Half of the proceeds will go to Habitat for Humanity. The other half will go to North's Performing Arts Department.
Also going on this Friday is Blue Valley Northwest Urban Comedy Vacancy in Paradise. Here's a little preview.
Blue Valley Northwest Spring Play Vacancy in Paradise opens this Friday, April 27th.
Oh, are you?
Students are busy preparing both on stage and behind the scenes as opening night draws near.
It's basically about a rundown hotel back in the 50s and a scatterbrained mother who owns it with her daughter and all the different people who kind of come in, and this guy Wally comes in and revamps it, and there's something about the place why all these people want to stay here. And as it turns out, as funny as it may be, it's romance that's keeping all these people coming to this old rundown hotel, and this publicity guy plays it up, and in the end all these people end up there, and weddings ensue and old flames are reunited.
Be sure to purchase your tickets soon for this lighthearted romantic comedy. For Blue Valley Television, this has been Caroline Brady.
The Blue Valley School District has many programs and uses many tools to keep students safe. Here's Marie Molnix with a look at how the district uses technology and a helping hand from local police to improve safety.
Shooting at Santana High School.
With school shootings such as Columbine and the most recent in California, security is becoming top priority within the Blue Valley District.
15-year-old ninth grader.
With all the school shootings that were taking place and all the issues that were happening in the schools, safety was becoming a higher and higher priority.
Although the cameras are the norm within the Blue Valley District, some students have questioned how effective they are.
You know, and they're not in the classrooms, and they're not in any places where you have a reasonable expectation of privacy, like a locker room or a bathroom. They're not there.
Although students may find the cameras intrusive, there are some who think of them as a useful tool.
Last softball season, at my locker, I forgot to include my softball glove in with my other stuff for practice and lost it, but luckily I was able to go to the security officers here at school and they could rewind our security tapes, and that way I was able to know what had happened with my glove.
In addition to security cameras, the Blue Valley District takes part in exercises that prepare students and staff in the event of an actual emergency.
But as long as we have drills, we think that that everyone will be more prepared if a real event were to happen. The drills we've had, we've had full-scale exercises, we call them, and we include obviously the school district and all the school district employees in that building as well as the students.
Keeping it safe for BVTV, this has been Marie Molnix.
Last Friday, all students at Blue Valley High School dedicated the day to community service. Each student had the choice to take part in several different events offered by the school or find projects of their own. Here's a closer look at some of the events.
Shut up, Bob. All right.
The spring sports season is about halfway over. Let's go to BJ Kissel for a look at the latest news on sports in the Blue Valley area. BJ?
Thanks, DJ. Just recently, Blue Valley North and Blue Valley Northwest played their annual doubleheader at the DAC. The game wasn't the only thing that went wrong this day for the Huskies.
It was another day at the ballpark for the left field loonies of Blue Valley Northwest.
You know, it's always fun to barbecue and always fun to watch the baseball games. And usually Brandon Carlson has his PA system out here that we can play loud music.
Usually I have nothing better to do. And since I'm suffering from senioritis, I'm not doing any homework. So I have nothing better to do than to come out here and support the team.
But the left field at this game was invaded by the North fans.
No, it's our home game, so
this is basically our left field, so we're taking over. We've got our grill, doing everything they're doing, so showing them up. Don't have much good food on there, but it's all right.
Not only did Northwest lose their left field, but the doubleheader as well. The Mustangs shut out the Huskies 10-0 in the first game and won 10-4 in the second game. This has been Megan Connor for BVTV.
Blue Valley North and Blue Valley met at the DAC last Tuesday for their softball game. They played in 2 games, resulting in a split. There's Blue Valley North shortstop Blair Waltz. Blue Valley pitcher Emily Atkins on the mound for the Tigers. Blair Waltz grounding out to Emily Atkins, who was pitching. The pass ball, the first run of the game scored in the bottom of the 5th inning. We score 1-0 up Blue Valley North. Base hit in the right field, scoring 2 runs. The very young Lindsey Kinney is stealing home. Many Blue Valley athletes have pursued their dreams of playing at the collegiate level. Here are a few more of those signings. Blake Bornkessel of Blue Valley signing to play soccer with Rockhurst. 5 students at Blue Valley Northwest decided to have all of their signings together. Jennifer Hatch of Blue Valley signing with Benedictine to run cross country. With Kurt Daniels of Blue Valley North signing to play football at West Point. And Scott Bodemer of Blue Valley North signing with Benedictine to play soccer. Blue Valley and Blue Valley North had an extremely physical soccer game last Wednesday. Let's look at some of the action. The Blue Valley North Mustangs faced off against their rival Blue Valley Tigers in the extremely physical EKL soccer game this past Wednesday. This highly anticipated game featured great saves, stifling defense, and many scoring chances. Ruth Ansapika and Liz Butler kept the game at a 1-1 stalemate as the 2 teams played into overtime. Here comes Mindy Bleish for the Mustangs. She would later score the game-winning goal in overtime as the Mustangs won 2-1. These 2 teams will meet again on May 8th as the Tigers look for redemption. Well, that's it for sports. Back to you in the studio, guys.
Thank you, BJ. It looks like all 3 of the Blue Valley high schools are doing pretty well so far. We'll be back in just a moment.
Last December, many district students made tough choices about what school to attend next year.
With the opening of Blue Valley West next fall, not only were there choices for students, but also for faculty and administrators.
Quinn Kelly has the story about many of the issues involved in the opening of Blue Valley West.
This year, students in the Blue Valley School District have been faced with the decision of staying at their current school or transferring to Blue Valley West. As principal, Dr. Dennis King knows one reason why students want to stay at Blue Valley.
Blue Valley High School has a sense of tradition. We've been here for 32 years, and a lot of students can identify with our community.
One tradition at Blue Valley West will be a new concept for seminar.
We break a school down of 1,000 the first year into units of about 20 with the same teacher who becomes their advocate, knows them pretty well, knows their grades, their attendance, their interests, their families. This group becomes pretty tight over a period of 4 years.
Maintaining friendships and a unique schedule are 2 other reasons students have chosen West.
Because of block scheduling, and instead of 1 day for homework, you have 2, and you don't have to take a study hall because we have a seminar every week.
Really excited about going to West because all my friends are going there and it's going to be our senior year and there's going to be like smaller classes. So I'm hoping to like have a lot of fun.
For some students, losing seniority at a new school wasn't an option.
I really don't want to switch, especially my senior year, seeing as I've progressed my way up from freshman year, so going to new school would just be starting at the bottom again.
Much like the construction of West, Blue Valley has its own renovations taking place.
To provide a lot of unity in the building, you know, that's been added on to so many times, and it'll just make it newer and brighter and lighter.
Whether Blue Valley High School or Blue Valley West, both options are good. For BVTV, this has been Quinn Kelly.
Today we're lucky to have Blue Valley West Principal John Laurie with us to talk about the opening of the new school. Here's BVTV member Katie Pass with the interview. Katie?
Thanks, DJ. I'm here with Dr. John Laurie. He's the principal of Blue Valley West, talking about how the renovations or the building is coming along. So will it be done on time?
Be done on time. It should be done by mid-July, and it's about 90% completed at this time.
How are parents going to be able to get involved in this?
Well, we've had several opportunities. In fact, we've had 25 meetings with parents about the school, the philosophy of the school, the schedule, and a number of things. But yeah, all we have to do is call our school number at 402-3012 to become active with our PTO or several committees that we have in place.
What other committees do you have in place?
Well, interestingly enough, one committee is just to tour the building. So all summer long, students, parents, and staff members will have an opportunity to join a committee of just handling the tours. Also, there's a committee on public relations, one on the ceremony for opening the school when we figure out exactly how we would like to celebrate that opportunity, and then our school-based leadership team. So several opportunities for students, parents, and faculty to become a part of committees.
So students can belong to these committees as well?
Absolutely. We've had student meetings. In fact, we have one tomorrow night, the 25th and 26th of this month, and then May 9th and 10th when we'll talk to students informally about the school, but also a chance for students to sign up for committees.
All right, and just speaking of the school, what's the mascot going to be next year?
We are the Jaguars. Our students chose that about a year ago. Actually, it was in July. And also our school colors are red, black, and silver.
All right, and how many students are there going to be next year?
Approximately 1,007. 300 freshmen, approximately 300 sophomores, 300 juniors, and presently 107 seniors.
All right. What will the schedule be for the school?
Interesting schedule, 4 days a block, and on Friday, a traditional day when all the classes meet. So Monday and Wednesday classes meet, 4 of them. Tuesday, Thursday, the other set of 4 classes, 90-minute classes with a seminar that we call JAG Time, which is a very powerful part of the schedule.
Can you explain JAG Time really fast, please?
Consists of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, computer arranged. They're together for 4 years with the same teacher, an opportunity twice a week for 90 minutes to go see any teacher they would like to see for any academic help. So it could be to catch up, or to get ahead, or to go to vocal, or to instrumental, or to debate, or any opportunity they would like to have. It's their choice.
All right, and what do you think will be special about Blue Valley West?
I think students, first of all, we've met most of the students, we've been to their high schools, and then the selection, which I'm very proud of, approximately 70 staff members that are student-centered and I think ready to kick off a great year.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dr. Laurie, and hope to see you next year.
Thank you.
Back to you at the desk. Thank you, Katie. Last week, 4 award-winning authors visited the schools in Blue Valley District.
Our Good Morning Blue Valley cameras caught up with author Richard Peck at Blue Valley North. Here's Adriana Hopkins with more.
A recent Newbery Medal Award winner, Richard Peck, spoke to Blue Valley North students about his love for writing. While there, he shared the plotline and thought process for his award-winning book, Amanda and Miranda, the tale of 2 women on the Titanic. Amanda, a rich Englishwoman, dies on the Titanic, while Miranda, her look-alike maid, survives. However, Miranda takes advantage of her employer's death by stealing her identity.
I had to have her in the water first, where nobody could see her, and then I had to disfigure her. So when she comes to on the rescue boat, ship, they say, that's Amanda, look at the jewelry. And then she has time to think, they think I am Amanda. Why shouldn't I be? She's dead.
The story takes many twists and turns as Miranda's plot to become her employer unfolds.
Who wants to marry him? The maid. The only problem is the maid is already married. But everybody thinks she's dead. So she marries her employer's husband. When her face heals up, does he still think it's Amanda? That'd make him pretty dumb. Read the book and find out.
Mr. Peck travels and speaks to many students about writing. He hopes his real-life dream come true will inspire others to pursue their passion for writing also.
Every school I go to, I meet young people, as I have here today, who are dreaming of writing. Sometimes they don't want to say it out loud. I didn't either. And I want to give them permission. I want them to know that if you love words enough and are curious enough about other people, it'll happen to you one day, because it happened to me.
For BVTV, this has been Adriana Hopkins.
Thanks, Adriana. So Kathleen, I know this weekend was Blue Valley North's prom, and I heard you went pretty crazy out there on the dance floor.
Oh, well, I got a little wild with the spraying, you know, from Saved by the Bell, you see.
Solid, nice.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It worked.
Well, this week's question of the week might give you some ideas for next time, if not the spraying. So can you show us your best dance move?
On a more serious note, during the last 3 years, 6 students at Blue Valley High School have died as a result of traffic accidents.
A group called It's Up to Us has worked hard traveling to other high schools to make presentations about the necessities of safe driving. Producer Adriana Hopkins and reporter Bo Davidson have more. Here's the story.
Schools across the metro area stage mock auto accidents in the spring to promote safe driving. A group of Blue Valley High School students actively promote safe driving year-round.
We started It's Up to Us after we lost so many students in car accidents at our school within a 2-year period. It's a video that we put together about the students we've lost.
Some of the students visit area high schools to relate their experiences and losses.
After we left my house to go home, he was broadsided by a Suburban in his Camaro. I could stand up here and tell you a million reasons why you should wear your seatbelt for yourself, but if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your friends, do it for your family, and do it for the people that love you.
It's the drunk driver in front of you that doesn't know what's the gas and what's the brake, or it's the woman having a fight with their boyfriend next to you that's swerving in and out of your lane. You don't ever know what's going to happen, and you can lose your best friend or your own life in a second.
I'm here because I'm trying to make a difference. And if I can get one person to put their seatbelt on when they leave today, it's worth it.
I think it really meant a lot to me that these kids could come out here and talk, because it seemed like they had a really hard time just to talk about their friends, and it really meant a lot to me that they could come out here and do that and show to everyone that it's a horrible tragedy to have that happen to you, and hopefully everyone will get a feel for that so they will never drink and drive, and they'll always wear their seatbelt.
It made me really sad thinking about what had happened to all the families and their friends and what everybody had to go through, and that's what impacted me the most, was the fact of knowing that what your friends and what your family goes through and what everybody else goes through, and even people that barely knew you.
It's up to us to wear our seatbelts.
It's up to us to not drink and drive.
It's up to us to pay attention.
It's up to us to drive safely.
It's up to us to remember our friends that died in tragic automobile accidents.
It's up to us.
This is Bo Davidson reporting.
As many of you know, today is the anniversary of the accident that killed 3 students traveling to a softball game.
We hope that each of you watching the show will take the time to buckle up and to drive safely.
That's all we have for this week's show. We'll see you next time. I'm DJ Whetter.
And I'm Kathleen O'Brien. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a great day.